My name is Mohamed Abshir. I am the UNDP resident representative in South Sudan. I am pleased to share insights from our midterm review of the country program document 2023-2025, a vital roadmap guiding our development efforts in the youngest country in the world. From our long-standing presence in South Sudan, dating back even before independence, UNDP has been proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with the people of this great country. Our commitments to supporting South Sudan spans years of collaboration, understanding the unique challenges and aspirations of its citizens. Our work encompasses nearly all sectors, recognizing the interconnectivity of development challenges. By engaging in areas such as governance, healthcare, economic development, and environmental sustainability, we ensure that our interventions are holistic, inclusive, and effective. The country program document is fundamentally designed to put the people of South Sudan at the center of UNDP interventions and approaches. Every initiative and strategy outlined in this document is rooted in the reality of communities across the nation. It is built upon listening to your voices and responding to your needs. Our country program document is organized around two key pillars. The first one, focus on inclusive governance and sustainable peace, aims to strengthen governance institutions and support the implementation of the peace agreement for lasting peace. We are dedicated to supporting the electoral process, improving access to justice, and reinforcing the public finance management system. Importantly, we stand firmly in support of national commitments towards gender equality and women empowerment.
As a lead and a convener of governance issues, we are continually supporting the government. We supported the drafting of the bill, for example, that establishes the constitution-making process, which was passed into an act last year. Now we are supporting the ministry to try and actualize that act. What we're looking to do and what the peace agreement wants to do is to come up with a permanent agreement. And so UNDP is working closely with the Ministry of Justice as well as the Review Commission to stand up or to build the bodies that are required.
We have the national parliament and the state parliament. All of these need to be supported in order to be able to handle and deal with questions of legal aspect in terms of really enacting laws, in terms of the checking on the executives. And we are working with the leadership of parliament on these things.
UNDP has been one of our biggest partners in terms of implementing the mandates of the ministry. UNDP helped us review the curriculum, which had been there, the Parliamentary Service Master Curriculum.
The best of our support in the Central Prison has been the Vocational Training Center, whereby we train inmates and officers on the basic vocational skills, and then they're able to, for example, when the inmates leave, they use the skills to improve themselves, to get economic empowerment, and also as an integration program to reduce the rate of recidivism.
Using the traditional methods but infused with human rights thinking and mediation and negotiation. When I see that happen within the community, I see that our work is having impact.
I want to thank UNDP for its support that it always give us as members of the Joint Board of Peace Committee in order to come together and sit and discuss our facing issues between the two neighboring communities.
فبيبقى المؤتمر ده بيعالج كل قضايانا العالقة سواء كانت بتاعت مسيرية أو بتاعت دين كمالوال. وعندنا دستور وعندنا قانون من حل قضايانا، ونتمنى إنه ربنا يساعدنا في حل هذه القضية. والآن أنا أفتكر إحنا ماشيين كويس.
emphasizing women's rights and gender equality. Women's economic empowerment includes women's ability to participate equally in existing markets, their access to and control over productive resources, access to decent work that is paid, access to internet, control of their own time, their lives, and their bodies.
The second pillar emphasizes sustainable environment, economic empowerment, and resilience. Here we champion youth empowerment and enterprise development, reinforcing the capacity of the Ministry of Health and state ministries to lead effective service delivery. We also prioritize trade and economic diversification, climate adaptation, and comprehensive disaster risk management, ensuring we build resilience in communities facing vulnerabilities.
And in terms of employment creation, is something we, even ourselves, we never thought we were going to reach that. We're talking of 30% rate of employment. So now we're talking of almost 15 to 16,000 of those who were trained getting employment, and around 1,500 starting their own businesses.
The impact has been really great. Most of the youth who went through the training, they are able to do their own business, they are able to get employment.
And that support was very crucial in preparing us to get the quality mark that South Sudan is gearing towards to.
UNDP is the principal recipient for the Global Fund project. The Global Fund project actually is for TB, HIV, malaria.
From 2005 to when we gained our independence in 2011, July 9th, HIV, TB, and malaria were the main burden, and they still remain a huge big burden until today.
For HIV, since we started all the intervention, the prevalence in this country was very high, almost close to 3%. And at the same time, the number of people living with HIV was above 200 since that time. But when the Global Fund came in and supported the country with all the investment that we have received, we managed to bring down the number of cases as well as the prevalence.
Through UNDP first, we had the first incinerator, high temperature incinerator that was procured in the country was from UNDP, actually Core Resources Trust Fund. And we bought that and we put it in the National Public Health Laboratory. With COVID-19, we used to bring oxygen from the neighboring country, but now we have 2 oxygen plants procured under the grant. And also through the grant, we are supporting an existing oxygen plant which was procured by the African Development Bank. We are installing solar panels to 21 facilities, and major one already is installed in the warehouse, already functional, and in the public health laboratory, already functional. One is in WOW, and other facilities. So all there are 21 facilities which we are going to install solar panels, and that of course is bringing us to clean energy. And also we supported the HIV lab to have the tests in country. In the past, up to 2018, we used to send samples up to Nairobi.
The government had a warehouse across the river on the Juba Ball Road, and that warehouse was not in use. It was proposed that why don't we put the resources into the other warehouse, so that instead of putting it in a commercial facility, why don't we strengthen capacity of the government?
So the Acceleration Lab is a model that is attached to each of our country offices to help translate all our development intervention, thinking from technology and from innovation.
One of the things is the University of Juba Innovation Pod, which PACC has been supporting, And that is going to be a makerspace where university students from across the country can be able to access, and they will be able to take their ideas from being on paper to actually a physical product.
UNDP came with the idea, and so they sponsored these people, and they turned the manual, normal culture known as Sanduk. Sanduk is a box where you put the money in. And this is virtually what it is. But then we turn it into a digital Sanduk. That's mean you would have a float and cash in the digital platform.
At the heart of our efforts are the incredible people of South Sudan. Your resilience is inspiring. In the face of challenges, you show determination and creativity. UNDP is honored to be part of your journey, supporting your ambitions and aspirations.
Sometimes we call ourselves agencies, and we have the temptation to take the agency to ourselves and be preoccupied with our own agency. I think what we're learning quite humbly is that this is the wrong approach to development, that we must be in the habit and a core principle of giving agency to the people. They promoting the idea that people have to be in the driver's seat of their own development, that they have to be first and foremost held responsible, especially the leadership, for the development of their people, and make clear that we're here to accompany, to support, not to take over. And that suggests respect for the people, it suggests understanding ownership of the agenda, but also it suggests being sensitive to homegrown solutions, that the solutions could actually come from within the countries.
Finally, I would like to extend heartfelt gratitude to all our donors, development partners, and the government of South Sudan. Your support has been invaluable in helping us achieve the goals outlined in the country program document. Together, we have made significant strides, and your commitment fuels our efforts to bring lasting change. As we move forward, our commitment remains steadfast. We aim to strengthen our partnership with all of you, focusing on collaboration and shared progress. Together, we will work toward a brighter, more sustainable future for all South Sudanese. Thank you for your continued support and engagement. Together we can shape a path of a lasting peace, equality, and prosperity.